We picked up our RV at Storage Center of Olathe, and we're going to take a short trip to our friend's house, Keith and Christine's. They've been RVing for quite a while, and we wanted to see how they have their RV set up and hopefully get some tips and tricks on making our RV camping a little bit more enjoyable from people who have done it a lot longer than us. So Keith is a wealth of knowledge of the mechanical portion, and I really hope I can learn a lot from him. And then Christine has her RV set up very nice on the inside, so I'm sure we'll gather some information on that. Come along, join us.
We checked, one, to be sure Olathe would allow us to have it in the driveway, which they will, as long as it doesn't go past your end of your driveway. This is an expanding thing I got off of Amazon, so you can make it fit your drawer.
Oh,
I hope I didn't turn it on. I'll have to turn the water pump and the hood light. This is my dish dryer.
Oh, cool.
And then this, I got this off of Amazon. Humidifier, so you get a lot of moisture and humidity in your RV. And also, like Ashley would probably need, I always have to have stuff. First start each trip, put a little bit of water, and then put some water in there and put one of these. And this is really good, especially for first time. Like a lot of the stuff he already knew. So that way he can cook and grill. And it comes with this griddle or the grill, and then you've got the burner so you can cook too.
Next Friday.
Oh wow!
I want to bring my truck.
Okay.
I'm going to buy a car dolly with brake assist.
Oh, right there. Oh, cute. It's so cute.
Yeah.
You want a tour?
Yes.
I want to see yours.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. So this originally was $95,000 25 years ago. We bought it for $15,000.
Oh, wow.
We went on Craigslist and we saw this, and he was asking $15,800. It only had 20,000 miles on it, only 300 hours on the generator. And we're like, that's not for real.
Yeah.
Really? And then we, so there were a couple of things we checked. One, to be sure Olathe would allow us to have it in the driveway, which they will, as long as it doesn't go past your end of your driveway. So before we went to look at it on Sunday, we measured the driveway.
Yeah.
But then when we found this, we're like, we can't pass this up.
Right.
So we went and met the guy. I emailed him. We're like, surely that's not even going to be like a real thing. So he emailed us the next morning. We went and met him in Ottawa. We spent like 2 hours going through it. Keith was in it, under it, over it, and then we drove it. Our biggest problem was the rose wallpaper. That had to go. So I did some Googling. You could try to tear it off, but we figured it was going to tear up the wall because it's the same like this.
Right.
And we figured it was going to just tear it all up.
Yeah.
So I looked into trying to re-wallpaper it, but the amount of X-Acto knife cutting I would have had to do to cut in would have made me bananas. So then I read articles about painting it, and you wipe it off with a vinegar and water solution to clean it and prep it, and then you just start painting. So I had used the blue tape to tape it all off, and then just spent a whole weekend of painting and painting and painting over. And then we replaced all the blinds, which was not fun, but it worked. So Keith put a piece of wood here, and then you screw it up into it.
Oh.
And then there's attachments here that you got to attach it so that it doesn't swing. But this was also another window treatment. When we took it down, all the wires for this light you could see.
Oh.
So he's like, well, I could put a board there, but if you want to find a sign at like Hobby Lobby, we can put that there too. I walked every aisle in the Hobby Lobby. There was one sign, this sign, that was the only one that we would be able to cut and
Meant
still
to be.
see. Yes, it was meant to
Meant to
be.
be.
So we got that. That went perfect. Then here's 79 cents a piece at Target for all that stuff. These were, the set was $9 at Target, and then all this stuff's Dollar Tree.
Nice.
And I can attest that Dollar Tree knives are really sharp. I've cut myself twice already. This is an expanding thing I got off of Amazon, so you can make it fit your drawer. So this is a convection microwave. I didn't even know such a thing existed. But now I've seen on things that they actually have them. So you can bake in this thing
Yeah.
and roast in it. I didn't even know there was such a thing. This is where it tells us how much we have of everything. So Keith can check like how much is the black tank is empty, the fresh tank is empty, the gas is full, the water heater, is not on. I should not put that on right now. And then, I hope I didn't turn it on. I'll have to the water pump and the hood light. Yeah, I probably need to tell him that. Remind me. And then these come off. And then usually I just stack them over here to the side. But it's nice to have the double sink.
Yeah.
And then this and this. And Keith can tell you how to put a filter on your water line so that you have filtered water. I also found a great new book that I bought from Amazon, RVing for Dummies, for
Really?
idiots guys for RVing, and it like shows you step by step like everything to do.
We need to order that then.
I will show it to you guys. And then under here, this is another great thing. So, all my cleaning
that.
stuff. So this is my dish dryer,
Oh, cool.
and then this I got this off of Amazon. Another thing that we learned from my brother, actually, because he has a Class C like you do, is this is a dehumidifier, so you get a lot of moisture and humidity in your RV. This is our stove, and then there's a oven.
Oh, oven. Yep.
I don't think I
Yeah.
could have lit the pilot light because there's a thing down here that in order to start the pilot light, you have to turn it on, and it tells you if there's a carbon monoxide leak.
Right.
So since I didn't do that, and that's down there,
I was
I'm
gonna say,
sure-
I'm pretty sure it didn't.
I'm pretty
like
sure
that.
I didn't. Then this is our
Fridge.
freezer, which we found last week. I put on Facebook that the line from the ice maker, which we've never used, to outside was broken. And so we were sitting outside and we see this leak coming that's not coming from the air conditioner because there's two air conditioners there and one in the bedroom. And so Keith opened it up outside and realized that it was this line, and we didn't have the stuff that he would have here, but he took a hose splitter, which was one of the things we read were like a must-have thing. I did a lot of reading because I
Okay.
had nothing else to do. And so he used that to make an isolation valve until he could
Nice.
get it all fixed when we got home, so it didn't make us come home. And then our fridge, I got these little liners to put on the and then watch this tray. So when you turn it off, all your condensation will go down and it goes into this tray and goes out. By accident, I moved it when I was taking
Oh.
stuff out, and all of a sudden I had all this water. And I was like, what the hell did I do? And I realized, luckily pretty quick, that I pulled that out. So be sure that if yours moves, that it's where it's supposed to be. So what you do with these is they're just spring-loaded, and you put
Oh.
them in when you get ready to go.
Okay.
And that way it doesn't
That's
move.
nice.
Stuff
Yeah.
doesn't push forward.
Good trick.
And I've had a couple times where I have not closed this door very well, and it saved me from having stuff everywhere.
Okay.
And then I have just like at home, I put in
Right.
that, and then I have a little thing so I can see how my fridge and my freezer are doing. And then here is my pantry.
Oh boy, you have pantry.
So
Wow.
it comes out, and then I can fill it, and this is adjustable. And then I put those things in here when we're camped, and also, like Ashley would probably need, I always have to have
A
stuff.
stool.
We.
I'm so tall.
Yeah. And then, and then it has this little thing, so if we're driving and it's in there right, it won't move.
Oh yeah, locks in.
And always use your RV toilet paper.
Right.
And then these things, when you first start each trip, put a little bit of water, and then put some water in there and put one of these, and it helps
In
it.
a bowl?
Yeah, in the tank.
In
so
the
you'll put it
tank.
through the toilet and
Okay.
then rinse it in. But have some water in there.
Okay.
And that keeps it from smelling, and it helps everything kind of break down
Okay.
so that by the time you go to empty it,
Okay.
it doesn't get plugged up,
Cool.
which I may or may not have done the first time because I used too much.
Oh, look at that. Tissue
Yeah.
paper, like have the hole out.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it comes through the little hole.
Cool.
So you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
it being on the wall. I think that's all we did in here.
Nice.
And there's a light in there too. And then in here,
Yeah.
this is our biggest project. So
Oh, in the back.
behind that wood is a mirror. So the day Keith went to get the piece of plywood, he found this wood. So this is wood
Okay.
that's made like this, where it looks like it has the pattern already on it.
Okay.
And so we cut it. We spent like an hour figuring out how to line it up, because there's a seam, you can't really see, but right here.
Mhm.
And we had to figure out how to line it up. Behind here and up there are lights.
Mhm.
When we took all the window treatments down, the lights are in the wall, so we couldn't like just cover it.
Mhm.
So Keith took trim
Ah.
and he put trim up over the valances so we could still have the lights,
That's cool.
but you couldn't see the hole because there's a hole in the wall where the lights are.
Yeah.
And then we put a new TV, digital TV, and there's an antenna on top. The beds are different sizes. So instead of a queen, these are called queen shorts.
Mm.
So Keith being 6'1", his feet actually come off the end a little bit. But it helped that we took out the headboard because we can, sleep closer to the end.
Uh-huh.
And then there's an air conditioner here too. So we can, but you have to be plugged into bigger electricity to have both of them on. So that's all the stuff we've done. And this
Awesome.
is like a sliding door, like a barn door, so it'll
Very
slide.
Cool.
And this one will hook, so if you wanted it to stay shut or stay open,
Ah, look at that.
then you can keep it open
Separated
too.
the room. Nice.
So that's kind of how I organized everything. I've been reading, and this is really good, especially for first time. Like a lot of the stuff he already knew, but it has all kinds of chapters about engines and operating. So if you were looking something up, like you wanted to look about the water or something, it has chapters. And then this I haven't read yet, but that looked like fun. But this one has a lot.
Nice.
And then this one, just all kinds of stuff about stuff off the highway.
Okay.
So, I don't know, but this one's really good to figure
Okay.
stuff out.
Need to buy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this one I would buy for
Okay.
sure.
It's a stove and grill combo.
So that way he can cook and grill. And it comes with
Oh,
this griddle or the grill, and then you've got the burner so you can cook too.
you'll know this. We're going to go to Colorado next Friday.
Oh,
I
wow.
want to bring my truck.
Okay.
I'm going to buy a car dolly with brake assist. Is that a good idea?
What truck you gonna pull?
It's a little Tacoma.
Tacoma, manual transmission,
Automatic.
automatic, rear-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive. That's why I want the
Four-wheel
dolly, to get the front wheels off. Because I know it'll burn up the four-wheel drive. I don't think they'll build up the rear end, obviously. 'cause
I don't know if it's all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive.
It's four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive. Oh, okay. So if it's four-wheel drive, you should be able to then, yeah. Yeah, you got brake assist on your car dolly. That's fine.
Yeah. Because it'll tow 5,000 pounds is everything I read. My truck's about 42. The dolly's probably about 500. So I'm pushing it. But that's why I went with brake assist. Because I'm like, I don't want to push 5,000 pounds with
Right.
that.
Well, it's just hard on the brakes.
Yeah. Especially going up and down.
Take it out of overdrive, because you'll work that overdrive to death.
To death. So
Just take it out of, all you're doing is, when you take it out of overdrive, you're not using fourth gear. It's just like a 3-speed automatic now. And all you're gonna do is you're just gonna be overdrive down, overdrive off, overdrive off, overdrive off. Just reach down and take it out of overdrive. You're gonna run a higher RPM range, you're gonna burn more gas, but you're not gonna burn that transmission up.
Okay, good.
So, it's like a tow package. You've got your
It doesn't have brake lights, but I'll figure that out.